Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. I think you're going to read another little piece out of the book today.
Yes, exactly. So Jeffrey and I are going through this book, and there's so much interesting stuff that we want to share with everyone and then discuss and hopefully hear comments about it. So I'm just going to read I think it's just one quick paragraph, and then we'll go from there. So not only are we all connected, but simultaneously all events are connected. Again, because we are all energy, and energy is everywhere, and there's no ending and no beginning. It's infinite. Thus, everything happens for a reason. Some call this a coincidence, something that transpires without any known connection, yet isn't everything connected? This is a great example of cheap words used to describe an action that you can count on happened for a reason and with connection, not a coincidence. Think about it. Perhaps you were just thinking about your college roommate and how you haven't spoken in so long, and then you see a text out of the blue from that very person. Or the phone rings and guess who it is? This is not a coincidence. This is all part of our ability to project into the universe our magnetic energy in the form of thoughts. So when something happens because you were just projecting it to the universe and it's followed by what you think is a coincidence, it's actually destiny that you've created. This is a genuine reaction to a feeling, and our feelings are projected into the universe not by words but by energy. You put that energy out there, and energy is vibrational. Like attracts like, so whatever you put out comes back. Sounds so simple. So why wouldn't everyone be putting out love, happiness, joy, healthfulness, mindfulness, gratefulness, success? Let me read that last sentence again. It sounds so simple. So why wouldn't everyone be putting out love, happiness, joy, healthfulness, mindfulness, gratefulness, success?
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Yeah,
right?
no, that makes sense.
Right?
You know, I like to think about this concept of, coincidence or creating your own reality. Obviously, we believe we're creating our own reality and world. I like to think of it as, think of your world, your environment around you as an ocean, because we're all energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm energy, Karen's energy, your energy. There's energy in that table. Even though solid items here in our environment they're perceived as solid, but they're all energy. So the reason why I like to think of it as an ocean is, energy flows like waves on an ocean. So when you think about an ocean wave going, from one shore to the next, it travels through, and everything that it touches, it actually creates a vibration or creates motion as it touches it. So if you think about it that way, what we're talking about is we're sending out energy. I'm sending energy to you. You certainly can read that in some way, shape, or form. And I believe that's what's causing some of these things that people call coincidences. Mm-hmm. And don't you agree?
I totally agree. It makes, when you say it out loud like that and really listen to the message, it makes perfect sense that there is no such thing as a coincidence. That, these things that happen are because of the action, i.e. energy, that, you've put out there to make them happen. Good, bad, or indifferent, right? And so, everyone knows I love love. Love is everything, and everything pertains to love in my world. So, in looking at this from that perspective, let's say that you were just thinking about, you met somebody recently and, nothing's happened yet, but you were thinking about them and thinking, you really enjoyed meeting them, and, maybe there was a connection there and you'd like to explore that. Bingo, you get a text at that very moment, right? So you've already put out there the energy to this other person, and this other person has received it. So and their energy is now coming back to you. Now, this may or may not be, your person, but it is definitely part of your journey to your person. I believe that. And so it's just interesting how it all works that way. Now, on the flip side, that last question, why wouldn't everyone put the good stuff out there, right? Some people put the bad stuff out there, or the low vibrational energy out there. Some people, put out there, if they're, let's say, back to love, that, they're in a relationship, they may then text somebody that they really, really like, and maybe they're even having a relationship, and text them something that tests their authenticity, right? Why? Why are you throwing some negative out there? Why are you, questioning something that's so magical and beautiful and bringing the vibrational energy down? But guess what's going to come back to you? They're going to wonder why you're questioning it and come back to you with another low vibrational energy.
Yeah.
Right? It's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're going down a whole different area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I believe someone that's at low vibration, they don't really have the ability to even read the energy coming back and forth. So someone like that probably isn't going to see that text pop when they're thinking about someone.
Well, do you think it's that they don't have the ability, or that they've chosen to remain in a low frequency because, that's what they feel like they deserve?
I'm not sure. But I do think as you become more higher vibrational, you're more enlightened, more spiritually, that's where you see more of this stuff. I think with all of the shift going on in our environment here in the world today, I believe that you're going to see a lot more of this. You're going to be able to manifest things more quickly. You're going to be able to see these, coincidences happen, much more often. I'm seeing this. It just happened to me a couple times yesterday where I was thinking about someone and the phone rings and there's their name. I mean, the wild thing about these smartphones is not only is that person calling you, there's the name of the person you were just thinking about,
right.
Boom, right in your face.
Right.
It's the wildest thing. And I think that happened to me at least a couple times yesterday.
I asked you about somebody and that we haven't heard from or spoken with in quite some time. And there they are.
Right,
I mean,
right.
It happens constantly.
So I just think once you get to this higher vibration, and again, higher vibration is everything you're just talking about, love and goodness, and you're up there. I think you're open to, pulling these things in. But like does attract like, to your point. So at the end of the day, if you're down there low vibration, you're going to attract other low vibrational energies as well.
Exactly. And the reason we bring that up, because really our mission and our goal is always to talk about positivity and offer positivity. The reason we're bringing that up is everybody isn't at a high vibrational frequency. So you might identify with yourself down there and say, well, that's not me. You now have the choice and the opportunity to see both options, right?
Right.
It's really a choice. You can see both options and choose which one you want, to pursue. And I think that's really the key.
Here's the question I want to bring out to you guys out there. So I used to always think that when these things happen, I was manifesting this, pulling this in to my life. I was creating something and pulling it in. Mm-hmm. More and more, I'm leaning towards, I can see the track ahead of time. And I don't know how to explain this. It's not like you're traveling out in the future, but you almost are. Your energy certainly is, and you can see it out there. So the more and more I study this, I feel like, we transcend space and time, and we can actually see it occurring before it happens. So when I see that person calling me, the thought I had about that person was, well, I know that person's going to call me right then and there. Mm-hmm. Or this money comes in out of the blue. We knew that money was coming in because we were looking for X amount of dollars, and then all of a sudden it shows up. Those kind of things are happening quickly. So interested to hear your thoughts on this. Again, I used to think that it was all about me pulling it in. As I study this and dig in more, I really do believe it's we have the ability to go out there and see another life track and see down the path and see those things ahead of time. So interested in your comments on that. I mean, it's a slight twist on manifestation, but it's very different.
Exactly. And just in wrapping, so would you say that your ability to see that down the road is really our imagination, our own creative thinking, that is actually what sets the path for our journey and our reality, right? Because you have to imagine it and think it for it to happen.
Yeah. Well, it becomes a little complex because where are you thinking about it and drawing it in, or are you seeing it and then thinking about it, right?
Yeah,
it's interesting.
It's very interesting. We'd love to hear your comments on this, so put your comments down below, and also if you like what you're hearing from us, please subscribe if you aren't already, and for those of you who are, thank you so much. We really appreciate each and every one of you and sending you so much love. And that's it.
That's it.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the Nest at Copper Mountain.
And hit that like button for us. We appreciate it.